Joe Parker, welcome. How are you, my friend? We haven't caught up for a little bit.
I've been pretty good. Just enjoying time here with the family here at home while we can. But yeah, it's been a while since we caught up, so good to see you again.
18th of December, 2021. I'd like to say we're going back to Manchester, but it's not us. You're going back to Manchester. You're fighting Dereck Chisora in a rematch.
My first rematch of my career. The first fight was a tough fight. It was tough. Got the win, but it wasn't like the most dominant performance. So I think this is a good indication of improvements. I have to go into camp and work with Andy and continue practicing what we've been working on. But this is going to be a good indication to see whether I've stepped up or not. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the rematch. I know what he's going to bring. Chisora is a tough fighter, a tough guy who just comes forward. I don't think his style will change, or I don't think he'll have a lot of new things. Maybe he'll get fitter, but this will be just a good test to see if I've made better adjustments.
We saw a marginal improvement from you from the junior Far fight to the Chisora fight, only having, was it 9 weeks with Andy?
6 weeks. From shifting from one training camp to the next coach, to the next, different countries, different schedule, different setup. I felt like I improved a lot from the junior Far fight, but that was only with a small window to work with.
Now you get to main event again. That's twice in 1 year with Matchroom. Very, very cool.
Yeah, the best thing about this year is I'm able to fit in 3 fights. I know there's a lot of fighters out there who want to fight, but are not able to lock in the fights, and there's a big stable of fighters that Matchroom have to look after. You have to put on this fighter, put on this fighter. And so I'm very fortunate to be locked in one more fight for this year.
Will you be catching up with Andy Lee in America, or are you going to go straight over to England?
Yeah, the plan that I have at the moment, hopefully it happens, is that we'll fly from here to Vegas, just to be part of that big heavyweight clash, just to be part of the atmosphere and sort of get a buzz before I go into camp. And then, I'll catch up with Andy there, hopefully. And then we'll continue on to Morgan. Where Tyson Fury's gym is, to base ourselves there.
We've seen a little bit of a change in the dynamic in the heavyweights after the weekend when we saw Usyk come out against Anthony Joshua.
Usyk showed in the weekend what good movement and what good footwork does, and just remaining calm. Is quite incredible that he went from cruiserweight unified world champ, in his 3rd fight in heavyweight, he's unified champ. A lot of fighters' goal is to be champion and to be unified champion, where he's able to achieve that. So I think a lot of heavyweights out there are big heavyweights. But if we use the attributes we have, which is, because we're smaller, movement, speed, and actually I feel like I just need to let my hands go a lot more and, not hold back.
Now, obviously, you're happy at the moment. You've got a big smile on your face. You've transitioned. You've changed up. We were talking about this last time. How exciting is this point of your career at 29 years old for Joe Parker?
It's very exciting. I've made the shift. I'm settling in with a new team. I have my drivers, a lot more than before. I'm motivated, and I just have to. It's all up to me. I just have to put in the work like I always do in camp, but I just need better performances. In order to be the best, in order to be at the top, you have to improve each time, and this is the time to show it. Listen, look what Usyk done to Joshua, right? And Usyk had a fight with Chisora before that, and a lot of people thought, Usyk wouldn't be good enough for Joshua. But we just saw that he stepped it up again, and he went from one fight to the next, looking better, improving. So that's what all fighters need to do, improve.
Have you been in contact with Andy? Has he been pretty regular on the phone? Has he been touching base with Zoom calls and seeing how your headspace is, what you've been doing?
We're keeping in touch. We call each other every now and then, just so, obviously to lock in the deal, the fight that we have. And then, I've been sending him a little snippets of what I've been working on, and he's pretty happy with the improvements and adjustments I've been able to make just with shadowboxing,
Just walking around the garage, just moving.
Walking around, head movement, working on feet, getting the feet sharper, faster.
Now, the Dillon White footage, we see that a lot back and forth. Has there been communication between you and him?
Yeah, I've asked to fight him a few times, and he's responded by saying I need to earn my, I need to earn it and fight good opposition. And so, you know what, when the time is right, we will match up again, and I can avenge that loss to him.
Oh, absolutely. Just keep reminding him once a week that you're coming. I'm coming.
I will.
Seems like the scene's very dynamic. There's a lot going on in the heavyweights.
There's a lot going on in the heavyweight division, and things change as we see on the weekend, just like that. Styles make fights, and there's a lot of fights out there that can be made, big fights of great styles. So it's the divisions. There's the fighters that are at the top. There's the fighters who are just under that. There's new fighters coming through, and fighters that we don't even know, who they are, but they're coming through and making statements. So it's just great to see the division. Like, it's an exciting time to be a heavyweight and to be tuning into.
Joe Parker, it is always a pleasure catching up with you, brother. I can see the energy on you. I can see your legs moving. I can see your hands moving. You are in camp now, and that is so good to see. That is so good to see, mate. Go out there, show the world how good you are. We are all behind you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.